Hi everyone, I'm David.
And I'm Elizabeth.
And today we've come together to do a Facebook Live for you, and today we wanted to show you the MDF products that we've been working with. So some of you may have seen the show yesterday on Create and Craft, and thank you to all of you that watched the show. I know you loved it. There were some really interesting techniques on there that were quite new and some things that I've never really tried before. So it was a new sort of adventure for me, but it was really exciting to bring all of those new things to you. So I hope that you enjoyed it and you're taking a lot from it, because I really enjoyed the show.
I enjoyed watching it as well. Some new techniques for me as well. The
Yeah.
cut and use foam stamping into that was such an amazing technique.
Yeah.
So when we built the caddy together, it was something really new and exciting for both of us, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's good because we've got MDFs, but each time we bring these MDFs, we want them to be a bit different for you. New techniques, always something new to learn. We're always learning every day with Cadence. There's so much to build with Cadence, so it is really exciting. But today what we wanted to show you is actually the construction of the MDF, because I did all of these techniques for you. We wanted to show you just how you put all of the MDF pieces together, so when you receive yours in the post, you'll know exactly how it all goes. And also there is still loads left on Create and Craft for you, so check those out before they all go. So go to createandcraft.com to check out your MDF pieces.
Right, so I'm going to show you how to put together the craft tidy that David painted up yesterday on Create and Craft. So it comes with the main section. You get a little pull-out caddy and a little storage section for your paints or your paintbrushes or your spatulas. So
I think that's what I loved with it, is all the versatility that you can do with it.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So the easiest way is you separate your base, and we're going to make everything first and then click it into the base at the bottom. So I'm just going to take that section away.
I loved it as well because on the set for the show we had such a variety of samples as well. So some of the design team thought, I'd love to see this in a children's bedroom, so it'd be great to put your first sort of craft kit in there. So a few paints and all of the Cadence hybrids and glues all slot into it perfectly. So that looked really good.
I think we've got a few on our desk already.
Yeah, we've already saved. Well. Yeah, we've saved quite a few for ourselves because they're so useful, and that you can carry them around. They're MDF, so they're really lightweight.
So I am using the Cadence Magic Fix glue. So this is an all-purpose glue. It goes on a variety of surfaces and it binds the two pieces of wood together so you get that strong and perfect finish every time.
I think that's one thing that the glue is perfect for, is because obviously we use it on our MDFs, but it's perfect for paper craft and construction board, putting your dies together, so you've got a really tiny precision nozzle on that glue as well, which is not, it's hard to find one that's that fine, and it's great if you're a die cutter and all those fine elements of your dies you can add that glue to as well.
You just get that perfect thin line every time. You know you're just going to get that right amount of glue that's going to be dispersed out.
So it'd be really good as well if you've bought any of the MDFs to let us know, see what you've got in planned for your MDF kits, or if you bought some of the products from the show as well. So we now have the crackle glaze on there, which sold really well. We know you all loved that, and it'd be great to sort of hear what your ideas with that is, because I think I demonstrated it on the MDF, but loads of people I've seen doing it on baubles, decorations for the home, things like that. So I love to see so many outcomes that you can create with it, because we always do try and do different things, don't we?
Yeah, we do, and then we get things through when from the design team, and we're like, oh, I never would have thought of doing it like that, and it's something so new and exciting.
Yeah.
Right, so that is the first part of the structure of the craft tidy done, and all I've done is I've used a mixed media craft tape and just supported the joints, so while it's setting, we've got that there like that just to dry. And then I'm going to take this piece here and just slot this bit in. So this is the part for the paints and your spatulas to go into. And then you've got a little divider section in here as well.
So it's good because it's a compact size. It's great to fit on your desk or any other area in the home. But there's so much storage opportunity in there, and you've got so much potential that you can use, even if you wanted to put your makeup in it. If it's not just necessarily for craft stuff, you could put your makeup brushes, you could put all of your cosmetics and things like that in there and make it really glamorous. So with the Cadence products as well, with all that sparkle and twinkle and wax, all them shimmers that you get, they're all still on the website on createandcraft.com. Check those out because you can create some stunning effects with those. So you can see it's already starting to come together.
It's already looking great. It's still a little bit wet as we're working with it.
So you've got about a 10 minutes drying time with the glue, but once it's held on together and started to bond, it will keep the MDFs together, because MDF's a porous surface, so with the glue it soaks in. So, let's have a look. I've got the paper holder. So with the paper holder you've got 3 paper holders on a tray, which is amazing. And with a paper holder, if you were to buy one pre-assembled, it can be really hard to actually paint the inside. So with MDF that's already ready for you to paint and then assemble, it makes it so much easier, really easy to work with. So for each paper holder, you get 2 sides, and you can see these both come down the side just like that. You get your tall back piece, the base, and then you get a selection of 3 fronts. So you can cover these up if you wish to, or you can leave them open and you get a selection of a star, a flower and a heart. So it's nice, it'd be lovely for a little girl's bedroom, all those sorts of areas. So what I'm going to do is get my glue, and just a small amount of the Magic Fix glue that Elizabeth was using, straight onto the back.
We have got a few people saying hello to us, so hi Angie, hi Isha, and Merry Christmas to you as well.
Oh, hi everyone, thanks for joining. So I'm popping the side piece straight in there, and the reason I want to do that is I want to put the base on afterwards, so we want our 2 straight edges up first. And using the Imagination Mixed Media Tape, this is brilliant for holding all of your products together until they're dry, but it's also great for holding dies in place, holding stencils down. There's so many different uses for it. It's perfect for this because it'll keep the MDF exactly where you want it until the glue's gone off and dried it for that permanent finish. So also with the techniques that were covered yesterday on the Imagination show, if there's anything that you wanted to catch up on or any questions you wanted to ask about it, this is the perfect opportunity, and I will still answer the questions after the video if you caught it afterwards. But if there's any techniques that you wanted a bit more information on, spend a bit more time covering those, I can definitely do that for you. I absolutely love working on those techniques, so it's exciting for me to do as well. And of course, if you bought the product, you want to know how to use it. So it's definitely something that we can do.
That's how quick and easy it is to put together. So I do recommend making the structure first and then slotting it into the base, and then we've just got a little caddy that's going to sit inside there, so that's perfect to quickly pull out all of your craft tools that you use all the time, such as your hybrid acrylic paints. They fit perfectly in it.
They do, yeah. They are brilliant. So that's that one done. So you can see we've got our paper holder, and you get 3 of these on a tray, and that's it put together. It's so easy to do. And you've got all of this surface area, so think of all those dies, all those stamps, all those stencils that you've got. You can use these to cover all of these sides and elements. They look absolutely stunning when they're fully decorated. And as well, we've been using the Volume 3 USB by Imagination Crafts, which is perfect for this show. It's coming up later on in the week as well, and that's got loads of SVGs, backgrounds, printable rice papers, all of those things on there, which is absolutely full of creativity. You've got over 70 stamps. When you think of all of those elements you can combine together and resize, it's perfect for your MDF and home decor. Exactly. Yeah, it is really good. And you've got it on one tiny little USB, so you think of all of the creativity you can produce with that just from one memory stick. I think it's amazing. It's phenomenal, isn't it?
It's all neat and tidy in a little pocket.
Yes. So this is the tray that your paper holders sit on. So it's a flat base, and it comes with 3 edges, and you can see that I've started to pick a theme for this one. And I've gessoed it black with my Cadence gesso, so 1 coat of that, and I've stenciled with some shake and gilt. I'm going to show you just how to do that in a second to create this effect. But so far we've gone for a bit of a black and gold, silver finish, a bit Christmassy, a little bit sparkly, so it'd be great around the home. So I'm going to move on to my next piece. Let's have a look. So one thing a few of you have asked before is with your MDFs, when you put them together, if there's any joins that are showing, you might want to know how to cover those up, and there's actually quite a few different ways that you can do that. So with this one, this is one of our end pieces. So as you can see here, these are the joins. So these are the pieces at the front. And when I show you this one here, when it's all put together, those are the joins there that you can see. Now the ways you can cover this is either we can fill it in with paint, you can fill it with structure paste and sand it down, almost like as you would fill a wall after you've had a nail in it, that sort of thing. Or you can use a bit of your printable sumi papers to cover over it, which gives you a smooth surface. You can then apply your paints and other decorations too, which is so easy to do, but you don't have to cover it if you don't wish to, but you've got the option to do it if you want. So I've taken this one here, and you can see I've started to actually cover it with some of my rice papers there. So that's one I've not covered. And using a little bit of rice paper with a bit of water around it, with a bit of my decoupage glue, straight over, and it's covered it so easily. So I'm just going to do my final one here and then put it onto the finished piece. So here I've got a little bit of my decoupage glue. It's the Cadence fabric decoupage glue that I'm using. So taking a little bit on my brush onto the back of the rice paper. I say the back of the rice paper, it's just the preferred side to use. There's a shiny side and a dull side. And it depends on if you're printing it, it's entirely up to you which side you wish to use. So straight over, just like that. And before you glaze over it, smooth it over to pull it taut, and then it sort of creates a drum over that join. And I actually enjoy doing this. So some people would prefer to leave the joins visible, or if you've got a full printed sheet of sumi paper, you can actually just cover the entire thing, whatever you wish to do. And already you can see that has created a really nice flush finish. And then just after this is dry, in a couple of minutes, I will show you then covering it with paint and an effect on there. So whereabouts are you, Elizabeth?
I'm just finishing off the little caddy that you can take out inside the craft tidy. It's just going together nicely now.
So it's all slotting together.
All slotting together.
It's a therapeutic moment when it all goes together.
It's just about to be finished.
Let's have a look. So you can see here I have one of my pieces which my paintbrush is stuck to. I've used my gesso on here again, and this has given us a really nice matte finish, and we're going to use some of those really sparkly products, the Cadence Shake and Gild, to adhere to this and give us a really nice flash of metallic colour. So I'm going to take one of my stencils, which is on our USB, and before I go ahead and show you that, I want to show you the USB as we've got one here. So this is our Volume 3 USB in association with Click, Print and Go, which is brilliant. You can put it into your Minecraft Studio, you can pull it up on there, you can alter your files, you can completely change the whole dynamic of the USB if you wanted to, but it's got so much workability and potential in there. You can create hundreds and hundreds of different projects that are going to last a lifetime because it's all saved on one file for you. So it's brilliant. And stick around in the video as well, as we are going to be doing a special giveaway as well, so watch out for that, as it's something very exciting.
Yes,
so
it's very exciting.
hang on.
So I've just finished the craft tidy, so we've got this little section here. I've got one of the paints in. How nice that fits in there. Then you can put your stencil spray, that fits perfectly in there, your brushes and everything, so it keeps it in a nice, neat and compact bag. And I know some of you have been saying hello on the Facebook page, so I'm just going to say, so we've got hi Barbara, hi Fran, hi Susan, Jean, Tony, Heather. Oh, Tony said a brilliant show yesterday, so well done.
Oh, thank you very much, Tony. I really appreciate that. It's so nice to hear feedback like that. It really makes it all worth it when you come to the end of it. Thank you.
And then hi Leslie and hi Maz.
Oh, hi Maz. Thank you everyone for joining. So you can see here I've got a bit of card that I've been using to stencil my backs onto. So it's old card, and I've masked off that sort of area, and I've got my Queen Bee stencil, which you'll find on your USB, and this is from the Country Living collection. Now if I take some of my Shake and Gilds, I've got a selection of colours here. I've got pale, I've got gold, I've got bronze. So do you know what, I'm going to have a really good time and mix them together. So shaking them from the side like this, we're going to take a light spritz over the surface, and that Shake and Gill is adhering to that gesso really well. I'm going to go a quick blast with my heat gun. So you may have seen this technique that I covered yesterday on the show, and I absolutely love doing it, and you were all loving it as well. So I thought it's best to cover it again, and you can see the final finished product all together. A little bit more, a bit of the gold, and a little bit of silver as well.
I love the Shake and Gill on the black.
Looks nice, doesn't it? So you can see as we remove that, and I'll show you the flash of colour that you get with that is absolutely stunning. It just makes it instantly a wow piece. And imagine this on your desk, or this sort of effect on something on your table for Christmas. There's so many things, placemats, serving areas. Oh, it would look absolutely gorgeous, wouldn't it? Really nice. So what area have you got to do next?
So I'm going to be decorating the base of the craft tidy. So I wanted to show you different ways you can use your structure paste. I've done some other colourways, but I wanted to show you structure pasting through the stencil. So all I've done is I've given this a base coat of the Style Matte acrylics, and I've used the cut and use sponge so we can get that lovely texture on there. So this is the stencil from the USB. So this is the Country Living stencil, and all I'm going to do is stencil spray it down using the Cadence stencil spray glue, and then we're going to take some structure paste and then whack that through the stencil. Can I borrow a bit stencil spray, please?
It is right there. Dropped it off just in time. So you literally only need such a small amount, don't you? You don't need much at all. And it keeps your stencil down, and it's brilliant as well. So if you buy that USB and the stencil spray, if you wanted to print onto your Sumi papers, which are also on createandcraft.com, the stencil spray will hold the Sumi paper to copy a paper and feed it through your printer really nicely. So you're going to get an even print every single time. Your printer's not going to chew it up or take it. And the stencil spray doesn't leave a horrible tack behind as well, so your revised paper is then ready to work with.
And because it is repositionable, you can take off your Sumi paper and then keep reusing it every time. So it's a really quick and easy way to print onto your Sumi paper to create your rice papers. So just applying a really thick and even coverage to all the stencil, making sure you've not missed anything. Keep on scraping off all the excess.
I do love the effect of these shaken gills. They come in a bundle of 5 as well, so check out the website createandcraft.com, because a bundle of 5 is amazing value for the actual amount of product that you're getting in there, and the outcome is just unbelievable.
So what sort of things are you going to be putting in your craft side of it?
So for me, do you know, I might have one on my dressing table, a bit of hairspray in there, never goes amiss. Something else, probably my hairbrush, some other bits, and also inside the actual base, I might just keep my wallet, some little bits in there. It's a nice area to keep things. It is a really nice, especially when you've decorated it, and the fact that you can move it around as well with the handle on there, all everything that comes with it. It's nice to look at. It's not something, a storage unit that you would put under the bed or you would put in a top of a wardrobe that you don't want to look at. It's a storage unit for display. Yeah. So it's brilliant. And also if you're a gardener or you've got a potting shed, you can put little tools in it. Yeah, really nice.
So there's the stencil. So as you can see, the structure paste has got marble dust in it, so it gives that little bit of the texture. So if you wanted to, you can heat this up with a heat gun, so it all puffs, so you get extra texture. But I've already dried one here. So I wanted to show you how to select out certain areas, just to distress it and pick out bits that you want to exaggerate on there. So this is the Cadence Distress Paste. So I'm going to take a little bit out of my glass mat and just take off a little bit that I won't need. And then all I'm going to do is just really lightly brush it over the top, and you can see all the raised bits of the stencil are just catching the brown. And it just gives it that lovely aged and distressed look, and you can buff it in, make it darker around the edges. And you can really build up. This is great on your home decor pieces as well, to give it a really shabby chic look. I love the distress piece.
It does look really nice, yeah, for an aged look. And also you can vintage furniture with it, like you were saying. So home decor is perfect for. It's not many times you can find a product that you can use on something that is furniture and like paper crafting. Yes. Stenciling through it as well, which looks really nice because it actually bushes up to the inside of the stencil, giving a shadowed effect.
Like a little ombre look.
It's really nice, yeah. And what I'm actually doing now is I'm going to create an effect on this other side of my MDF. So we've stenciled, we've got our lovely Queen Bee Shaken Gilt shimmery stencil on there. On the other side, I'm doing something a bit different, and I'm using my Imagination tape, my reusable, repositionable tape, and I'm masking off areas on this surface that I've painted, and this is painted with the Arrowroot hybrid acrylic. You will also find still on the website. And putting down pieces of tape in every which way direction. You could do this whenever you would like, create triangles, different shapes, or you could use your stencil spray to adhere dies you may have cut out to give you a shadow effect. So I'm going to keep going, keep getting a little bit more of tape, a little bit further across with that one, like that. So you can see I've sort of created like a crosshatch sort of pattern. I'm going to do maybe a little one there as well. And just one more across the top, I think. And this is going to give us, I mean, this effect. I think I've seen this in a few shops. It's become quite popular. And I was thinking, how can we achieve this with the products that we use? And it was actually so much easier than I thought. And it looks so fabulous.
So I've just gone over this with some of the Cadence finger wax. I've just used the same stipple brush, so I've still got a mixture of the brown distress paste and the gold on there. And I've just highlighted certain areas, and it's, as you can see, we've gone from this matte, and just with 2 products, we've completely transformed it. So you can see on here, that was before, and that was after. So we've got that lovely shiny look, we've got the distress look, and I think it just looks so beautiful against the contrast of the flat matte. So another ways to use your structure paste is we do sell a black structure paste as well. So this is on a style matte acrylic as well, and then again it's got the wax rubbed into it. So this is your Serene Chic stencil, that is also on your USB, so it's a lovely lace texture that we've got on there. And then this is onto a hybrid acrylic with a stamp in the background, so a lovely distressed script stamp on there. And then this stencil is from the Country Living, just in white structure paste and a tiny bit of brown brushed over it. So there's many different ways that you can use your structure paste on all your different projects and all your different products. Even on card craft you can use your structure paste just to give that really textured look.
Yeah, a lot of people like to use structure paste as well for a snow effect. So
yes.
A lot of people, if you're making your Christmas cards at the moment, still got some in time to get on before Christmas. Or even if you're decorating ornaments, a frosting effect looks really nice, stippling it on with a palette knife. Yeah, that really sort of expensive, those really high-end baubles that you find in the garden centre that cost an arm and a leg, you can actually create with structure paste. It is beautiful, and you can finish them off with your waxes and paints as well. It looks really nice.
It's a really quick and easy and effective way to get something that looks really expensive in like your premium garden centres.
Yeah. So I've taken my Cadence Hybrid Metallic, so this is our hybrid paint, so it goes onto all of our surfaces, and you can see as I'm using it the pop of colour from the gold that's coming through there. It's just amazing. It's such a strong pigment. I'm using a sponge dauber for this because I really like to stipple it. With it being a metallic, as you're pushing the sponge down and pulling it away, it gives a textured surface, which means we get a flash of colour whenever you walk past it or it moves in the light. It's really nice. And I'm taking some of my slate grey as well, and I'm just going to mix a little bit of this in there with my gold, and it's going to start to give us a nice sort of paint blended effect, which you could do on obviously all your surfaces. These are 2 hybrids mixing together, but it's going to give us that pattern underneath, and we're going to get the colour of the original colour showing through.
It's nice to have a matte hybrid acrylic against the metallic as well, isn't it? So you've got that contrast, so you can really see the 2 colours popping against each other.
Definitely, it looks really nice. I do love this effect, and it looks so good on furniture as well. We do the creative products with the furniture, the tables and things, and we always like to create these sort of effects on there, don't we? So taking the tape off, as you can see, I've not even dried it yet. I'm just going to go straight in and start to remove my tape, and you can see we're left with a really nice pattern underneath, which is really contemporary. This would look lovely in the bedroom, perfect for all of your home decor ideas, but of course you can combine it into all of your craft projects as well. So removing all of that tape, and you can see it's left no bleed at all underneath that tape. We've got a perfect crisp edge all over. It looks as though you actually bought it that colour. How nice is that? So it's really quick drying as well with our metallics. So I'm going to speed it up just a little bit for you.
So while David's just drying that, I'll take the chance to say some hello to people who are watching with us. So we've got Linda, so hi Linda. We've got Sarah, Janet, Tracy, another Tracy, Debbie, Wendy, Kay, Maureen and Wendy. So hi guys, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for joining everybody. So I'm almost done now. What I've got to do, as you can see, we've got our other one, it's a finished effect. And this one's going to go just on the other side here. There we are, slot that in. And I mentioned to you before, didn't I, of these covered edges. Now I just want to show you how easy it is. Once you've actually added that rice paper to those edges and you've glued it all down in place, you'll be able to see just how easy it covers with the paint. So I've taken a little bit of my Cadence gesso. You can use this as a primer, a base coat, or as a finishing touch. It's entirely up to you. And it goes straight over, just like this. And you can never even see those joins. It just completely hides it. It's as if by magic it is covered. So all the way over. And the Cadence cut and use as well is still available on the Create and Craft website, so check that out as well. You can do tons with it. You can use it as a stamping medium, you can use it as a paint applicator. It'd probably be easier if I actually did this on the glass mat for you, so you could see it without me wobbling it absolutely everywhere. Here we are. And it's given us that really nice bottom edge that we wanted. There we are. It's covered, just like that. And you would never have known there was any joins in there at all. And you can finish this off with your waxes, with your shake and gilts. And we've got a really nice, fully rounded project. So I'm taking a bit of my gold, tying with the rest of my project. And put a bit of my gold on there, let it dry. Applying a bit of glue to the rest of my MDF. So is yours all built up now, Elizabeth?
It is.
Oh, I need to catch up with you. Almost there.
The shaking gilt looks lovely on the black.
It looks so nice. I absolutely love
good.
that effect. I'm such a messy crafter, so this is me at my messiest, but it looks so nice and it's such a nice finish. But it's all those different styles you can create with just a few paints. You can create an entire look for a room straight away. I'm gonna put that one just in there like that. Oh, I've just pressed on. I'll put a bit more shaking gilt on there. There we go. And I'm going to take my base. So you can see I've painted that in my black gesso as well, and it fits really nicely just in there like that. And it goes straight in. Straighten it up so I can see it.
That's brilliant for all your papers and your folders, because we have a lot of papers and different sorts of folders that we have to keep track of, so these are going to be all over our desk.
Exactly, they're going to be everywhere. And that for me is just a little project. And you can see I've created a textured effect as well with bubble wrap on the back. Now it's a really easy way to do it. Adding your paint to your bubble wrap and completely spraying it and stamping it on there. So all those bits of packaging that you use, save it, hang on to it. And you can trim up the MDFs in any other things you want, using dies, stamps, rice papers, absolutely anything. We've got so much, there's so much versatility you can do with it. So, onto the USB.
Yes.
So, if you are wanting to drop a comment, if you would like to get hold of this USB, we're going to do it as a giveaway for you, which is really exciting.
Yes, really exciting.
Yes, so if you want to drop a comment, what should we ask everyone to do?
I think I'd like to see what Christmas crafting I think people have been
Christmas
doing.
crafting.
So let's say...
So if you drop a comment with sort of a project that you've made for Christmas, maybe
Yes.
it's a gift or something that you've made for your dining table at Christmas. So a really nice Christmassy project, whatever you've made.
Yes.
Or it doesn't have to be Christmassy, but something that you've made to put
During
out
the
at
Christmas period.
Yeah, I know a lot of you have been making baubles and decorations.
Yes.
And drop pictures on there as well if you can do.
Oh,
We'd
I'd love to see pictures, don't
Yeah.
we?
Yeah, and do definitely let us know any projects that you've been doing with your MDFs or any of the other Imagination products. It's always lovely to see what you create at home. Yes, as well. So also, we'll be putting out a reach for the design team as well.
This is really exciting.
Yes, I'm so excited for this. So it's brilliant when we get to get new people on board, start to work with their products, get that creativity going, see what you can create. So look out on the Innovation Hub page as well, as there will be call out for a design team as well. So get stuck into that, have a look and see what you think of it as well, because it would be a brilliant opportunity for anybody that loves to work with mixed media. Yeah. Okay, so check out and look at everything on the website on createandcraft.com for all of these projects, and good luck to anyone that gets the USB as well.
Good luck, everyone.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, see you later.